Well, it's the day after, or the same day. I worked all night till 8 in the morning. Went to bed for a couple hours. Now it's just after dinner here. They were forecasting rain all day. 2/10. They were forecasting rain all day. We get 2/10. The deck's already dry. And it stopped raining. And it's not even another system coming in or nothing, I don't think. What the heck? It's now 2 days after I'd hauled bales all night. We got a little bit more rain last night to make it a total of 2.5 tenths. Maybe 1/2 tenth last night. That's it. That's all we got out of this rain that was supposed to rain for 4 days straight. 2.5 tenths. That's it. Man, that's frustrating. Well, we're getting some much needed rain down at the in-laws stuff I rent from them. That's a nice sight. And here, this little field right here is the field I call the test plot. And if you've been following along, you would remember that when I seeded this, or we seeded this, I ramped the fertilizer rates way up to like 500 pounds of blend an acre or something like that. And you can almost tell that I think it made a difference. Like, there's quite a few pods coming in here. It's fairly tall. It's taller than probably about this tall above the mirror. Wow. Quite a bit of weeds in it right here, you can see. I don't know why. But yeah, it doesn't look too bad, actually. Surprisingly, it looks better than I was thinking it was going to look, because sandy land down here, I was expecting this to look terrible. Wow, doesn't look too bad at all, actually, for this sandy land. Lots of weeds though. I don't know why there's so many weeds right here, right along the edge. Well, we just got back from the in-laws. We were checking the cattle down there. Forgot to get them on camera, and wheat and canola, and just got that one little test plot on camera and forgot about the rest. Notice these girls are out of salt, looks like, so we'll run back to the yard, grab some salt, and give them some salt. But these girls and calves, they sure look good. With all of those green lines there, you can see, hang on. There, see them? From where I fertilized with the drill, putting it right down the mid-row banders. Looks good. Hey, calvies. Now it's slight light rain up at our farm here now. That's good. I don't think it's going to rain a whole lot though. You can see it's probably going to stop right away, but every little bit helps. So if you guys have been following me long enough, you remember Socks? The calf with the front legs, the one bottom joint there was all curled under. We had to put bubble wrap or whatever. He's right here. I don't think you would know now. Right there, 1-4. Hey, big fella. Let's see him walk. Hey, girl. Chow cow. Yeah, you wouldn't even know now. Yeah, that's the one. That's the calf. Socks was the calf that I jacked out backwards, and he lived. It's a pretty cool feeling when you see him now. You know, you don't get that kind of feeling with canola, but I've also never been chased by my canola, so. Well, these girls are looking okay, I think. They got some salt now. I guess we'll go to the next pasture. Come on, girls! Come on! Kovash! 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 Mongoose! Yeah, they're coming. This is our heifers. Well, the couple butcher steers too in the bowl. I wanted to try call them over here to see them walk. Now we know if anything's limping or hurt, sick, whatever. They all look good so far. There's the 2 butcher steers right there, one of them there, and then the other one right there. Come on, bully! Kovash! Kovash! Mongoose! Well, the rain pretty well stopped. But this canola's holding in there like it's holding on. If a guy would have got a good inch, that canola would be thriving, I think. So that's that one cow that had cesarean. Let's see how she healed up. Hey, girls. Hey, Diamond. I couldn't quite see there. Diamond's in the way. Joe, bully. Hey, Bull. Frick's sake, she's turning the wrong way. Hey, Bull. It's on her left side and she's got to turn a little bit away. Hey, Jimmy. Butcher steer. Other butcher steer. Wagyu, Angus cross, those 2. Hey, Bull. Hey, Diamond. Oh, come on, 3. Turn the other way. Yeah, turn that way, that way. There we go. Healed right up. You can't even tell. Look at that. Perfect. She should actually be shipped, really. She doesn't have a calf on her now. But she's young, quiet. I suppose we could keep her. She'll just act as like a replacement heifer sort of thing, right? That's Leah's, Diamond. Hey, Bull, you got these bred or what? We're going to pull you probably Thursday. That'll be long enough in here. If he hasn't bred them in that amount of time, geez. Probably won't get bred. Well, next herd, I guess. Hey, Juicy. Oh, there's Pretty Cow. The bull. Grass don't look very good right here, that's for sure. Brown. See what I mean? Like, look how brown this grass is. Something has to be done with this land. Like, this is that piece where we got pasture in the back of the whatever. Hey, cow. And then our crop right there. So, like, something has to be done with this. But this is that field with those great big hills just over here, over this little hill over there. There's 2 great big hills that I don't want to farm. But something has to be done with this. This has been grass since the 90s. Mid-90s, I think. Maybe even the early 90s. So, to have it like this just doesn't make much sense. If we had good grass here, we could put more cows. But you got to rotate it somewhat, or maybe aerate it, fertilize, or something, you know, to get it rejuvenated. But I don't know what to do. Still on the fence about breaking the rest of it up and farming those big hills. There's some big hills over there. I'm almost certain the old stagger won't go up it. Even when the cart's almost empty, I still don't think it'll seed up it. I'd have to seed downhill for those hills, and I don't know. And if I do break it up and farm it, it just, to me, it doesn't make much sense to seed the back part of it to grass and re-fence it all weird. You know, it just doesn't make much sense to do that. So if I ever broke it up, it'll just stay broke up and I won't put cows here again. Is what I'd like to do. But with those hills, either that or just got to go buy a quad track, I guess. Oh, hey, pet. Want some scratches? Freaking flies. She's a little bit wet on her back. It did rain here too, a little bit. Not as much as I was hoping, though. I was hoping to get an inch, at least an inch out of this rain that they were forecasting for 4 days in a row. But 2.5 tenths is what it said this morning. like I showed you on the video there. And then once we got another shot, I don't know, maybe another half a tenth. So 3/10 is just not enough over the course. About a tenth a day then. I think it's the third day they said it was. No, second day. Yeah, it's only the second day. And all 4 weather apps that I have were showing 4 days of rain. And now they changed it to no more rain. So this is the last day of the rain, if it is going to rain. So it just doesn't look very good to get more rain. And there's no rain in the forecast either in the future. Man, this pasture looks terrible. Like, why is it so brown? Wow, just so root bound, I guess. Grasshoppers are moving in now. That white flowered weed, whatever that is. Something's got to be done with it. One thing I want to add, I said this has been grass since the 90s. Well, it has, but Dad would just let the grass naturally creep into the field. This was never seeded to grass. He just let the quack naturally creep in, and then eventually this is what you end up with. Since the 90s, it's been like this. We used to aerate, fertilize. We did that faithfully up until the real bad drought year we got that time in 2002. Then after that, the BSE kicked in. Cattle were worth nothing. No more fertilizing. No more spending money. Because cows were worth nothing. And in those years, this farm had only cows. There was 0 grain acres. For a cash crop, I think it's time we spend some money and just... I don't really want to farm those hills though. Honest, you guys, I'm on the fence about breaking the rest of this. There's a half section here. I'm on the fence about breaking the rest of it to farm the whole half because of those big hills. And stupid me, that cart that I got now isn't helping the situation in those 2 great big hills. Even the old cart, I didn't want to farm those hills, so might just have to bite the bullet and just seed down where I have to seed down and do it that way. What to do? Hey, Pop-Tart. What's going on? What's poppin'? What's that guy was saying on TikTok? What's poppin', TikTok? Southern accent guy there. What's this cow laying down? Is she lame or what? What's going on, girl? You lame? Get up. No, she's not. She's not lame, are you? Hey, old 7-3. No, she's fine. Alrighty. Holy crap, you guys. Look at the hilltops, how brown it is and thin. It almost looks like this was sprayed out. Wow, this looks horrible. Yeah, there's those great big hills I don't want to farm, but I think we're going to have to do something with this right there. It's hard to tell on camera, but there's one of them, and the other one's right there. From here, they don't look bad, but they're pretty nasty going up them. I'm certain I'd have to seed down all that one. I mean, seeding it this way, you'd be doing the side hill, which is okay. You could seed this way, and then when you turn around on the end of your pass, turn up the hill to come back. Just work it out that way, and then try work it out where you're almost empty, sort of thing. There's ways around it, but I just don't want to have to do that. I want to, seed whichever way it works out, no matter if I'm right full or half empty or whatever. But I'm gonna have to do something, because look at this. This looks sprayed out. Wow. I don't know how many acres are here, 80, 90 extra acres that we could be farming. Now, down in the low spots, there is green grass still, so it's not like the cattle are starving, you guys. But Even the low spots don't look the best with this lack of rain lately. Put up over here. Yeah, see it? And look at the thistle right here too. That green, that's thistle. They don't eat that when it's standing. But yet if you cut, dry that down and bale it, they'll eat thistle. But yeah, look at the green grass down in the low spot here. They're gonna eat that. So if I was to break the rest of this up, I think what I would do is bring another herd from a different pasture into here towards the end of summer kind of thing. Let them graze this right down to nothing. And then come in here with that Wishick breaking disc. Don't spray it out or nothing. Come directly in here with that disc and chop her up. Now here's that one hill right here that I don't want to farm. Going up this one's not that bad. Maybe with new tires on the old Stagger, she'd handle these hills better. It's that one over there, going up that one, I'm worried about. But let's say that's the only spot we got to seep down it. That's not that bad. Well, even right down here and up the other side's pretty steep. All throughout here, look at that. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, there's still grass out here. They're not starving, don't worry you guys. Oh, here's a good vantage point to check out that canola. So I mean, you look at the crop this land can grow. Right there. Electric fence is separating the grass from the canola. Yeah, how many years is that? Well, from 95 to 2025, this has been grass, say. And not even seeded to grass, just let the grass naturally creep in all those years. We used to rent a cultivator with knives on it and anhydrous. So we would aerate and fertilize at the same time. But like I say, when the bad drought hit, then BSE hit, no more money was being spent, and we almost, well, not we, because I didn't have anything. Oh, that's the other thing, this land is rough. Ant hills. I didn't have anything invested in the farm in those years. I was just an employee, you could say. Yeah, right here is pretty steep going down. But in those years, my grandpa was calling the shots. Oh my God, why is this so rough? No more money was spent, and he almost got in that habit, and Dad followed suit. Never spent any more money on this, and this is what you get. How many years later? So yeah, look at the canola. It's probably up to the mirror of the truck. It's hard to tell on camera, but this is in a low spot. But look at the crop this land will grow if we broke this side, the pasture side up, right? Oh, man. I'm gonna have to make the call here. Well, we're at the last herd here. There's a couple here, the bulls right there. A few more way out there. I'll try to call them, see if they come. Kovash, 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 Muggers! Come on! Kovash, Kovash, Kovash! Muggers! Come on! Up! Kovash, Kovash, Muggers! Come on! They're coming. Well, they got lots of salt for the few cows that are here and calves. Try to get a count on them here. Just got a count on everything, and they're all here, so that's good. I don't see nothing limping. They all look healthy. This grass looks nice and green because this is a natural creek right through here somewhere. I think the creek's over there, right here. But they don't really care for that grass a whole lot when it's standing. They will eat it you know, if they have to, but they'd rather not. But on a year like this, maybe it's a good thing. And then the dugout's right in the natural creek spot, so shouldn't be a shortage of water, I hope. Hey, 2-4. She's a nice quiet cow. Lots of bush for shelter for the girls out here. So we got a little bit more rain today, but not at my house. Must have just rained a little bit more up back down at our farm there. But we're back at home at the end of the day here, so I thought we were going to get more rain than that. That's pretty disappointing.